Remember I was telling you that I have really trouble working with older women?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I want to report that I have successfully kept a depressed older woman. It was so helpful for me to talk about it with you guys. Now, this woman was unbearably sad. She was all by herself, and her cat, who was her unbelievable companion for 15 years, had just died.
Oh, no.
She was living in a house all by herself in the boonies. She was horribly, horribly lonely. And she was trying to keep a brave face, but as she was talking to me, her lip was quivering, like she was trying really, really hard not to cry. And the point at which she told me that her cat had died, I thought, I have got to get out of here. This is unbearably sad. I can't do this work. I cannot be with this much sadness. Now, I had another depressed patient who I felt completely different with. I felt this depressed person who could not get out of bed, didn't want to work, couldn't keep a job, had just quit a job because of her disability. She had two small kids. She couldn't rally for her kids. And honest to God, I wanted to kick this woman. I thought, you're full of shit. You're using this as an excuse to do nothing. And you should be ashamed of yourself. And that was my feeling with her. I had very little tolerance for this extreme depression. Then I had another very, very depressed man. He was whiny. It's like, I'm such a Casper milk toast. Like, everybody walks all over me. And this guy was so whiny. And I thought, this guy is such a loser. And he's going to hate me because, like, this is not me. That's him over there. And this is not me. We are too different. How am I going to connect to this patient? Now, I've been very depressed for a great part of my life. For me to have the feeling that I can't do depression was really strange. But I felt like this guy was just a pathetic, pathetic guy. And then I had another very depressed woman who was cheerful as anything. Hi, how are you? Did you have a good week? I had a great week. I saw my grandson, and this woman drank herself silly. Like, she would have 3 tablespoons of vodka, and she was with me because she had to stay. She did not, I felt incredibly depressed with her, but she did not know she was depressed. She was just such a sweet lady. I wanted to fucking kill myself with this woman. But she was just so sweet and so connected. So 4 depressed cases with entirely different countertransference. And here is the beauty of these 4 people. The beauty of it is that my feeling with them told me everything about them. So the person that I wanted to kick because she had the 2 little kids, guess how she felt about herself? She had so much shame, and she had been very abused by people who could not tolerate her feelings. And the sweet little old lady, she was with a man who was one of the most abusive people I've ever met. And the whiny guy turned out to be a very sadistic individual. Mr. Casper Milquetoast, who I thought was pathetic and I could never connect to him, he developed a transference to me that I was this winner and he envied me, and he developed such a transference to me. It was like I could have, it's like looking into a crystal ball, my friends. So clinically speaking, this is using countertransference to develop a hypothesis and a treatment plan. And then you investigate based on your hypothesis. So you're either going to investigate why you feel like kicking this person, why you feel unbearably sad. The way that they will change is not by telling them what's real, or you got to do this, or you got to think about yourself this way. It's about being with them long enough that they can enjoy a relationship despite themselves until the day when they can tell you what you already know.